Alright, this is part 2 of one of Naruto was, the Red Dragon Emperor. Let's get started. How do you explain to someone? How do you explain to someone that you're different? You're not normal. You're not like the others. That's something that Naruto has to do every day. The blonde was waiting. They were all waiting, actually. The blonde yawned. I felt like he was doing this for the 7th, 8th time. Keep seeing the groan. I have a question. You proceeded to get towards his team. The group of, preteens and teenagers. All of them seem to be all tired. Tired also from waking up early in the morning. Issei proceeded to still, who was slightly laying on the ground, proceeded to say, huh? What? Is he here? No. He's not here. The blonde proceeded to say, then turning towards the others. But, what time is it? Maria's proceeded to form a magic circle within her hand, looking at it as her drowsy eyes proceeded to lock onto the clock. It's only 7:20 at least. She proceeded to allow the magic to fade, and then proceeded to look up. If this is going to be a norm, I'm not liking it. Issei proceeding to give a thumbs up. Correct. This is not how I want to be seen as. The Uchiha proceeded to sit. He was still seemingly doing something. His eyes were closed, asleep. Or was he meditating? The blonde didn't know. But he was also tired. You can see it. He was slouching a little bit too much. Sakura proceeded to sit right under the tree that he was sitting. Ozzy was leaning on her shoulder. The two gotten along pretty well. Maybe to the point to where they are fangirling, but kindred spirits finding something that they see something unique in. So now in arena proceeded to use each other as body pillows. And Kiba was wide awake. Come on, guys. At least be awake so when it's time for him to come, we all can be ready. Akana proceeded to yawn. Kiba, let's be honest here. We all have stuff to do. And we all did contracts yesterday. And out of everyone here, you're the only early riser. Kanako proceeding to raise her head, proceeding to be laying. And don't even get me started upon this time. This idiot teacher's taking way too long. The blonde proceeded to groan. Tell me about it. How long do we need to wait for? Let's just wait another hour. He'll probably be here by 8. He better be. Almost 3 hours later. A total of 3 hours went by. Past 8, 9 to 10. Almost 11. The moment that it hit 11, they were all pretty much awake fully. Sakura seen the top of her foot impatiently. She proceeded to scowl. Okay, can we all agree upon something? This teacher of ours, this sensei, he sucks. Like, literally. It's been 4 or 5 hours since we woke up at 6 in the morning? The blonde proceeded to getting up and proceeding to scowl. Agreed. I think we should pummel him when we get the chance. Reese proceeded to scowl slightly. Even worse, I'm hungry. The blonde proceeded to agree. Kiba proceeded to look more calm. Yeah. It is starting to get really late, I have to admit. Almost mid-morning. Issei proceeded to rise up, proceeding to scowl. I bet all the other teams are already passed by now. We're the only ones out here waiting for what? How long? 5 hours? This is annoying. How long do we need to wait for? Everyone proceeded to turn their heads, wondering, pondering. The next moment, a poof sound appeared. They all proceeded to become alert, seeing Kakashi finally arrive. Yo. They all proceeded to glare at the older man, proceeding to glare at the silver-haired man, and proceeding to point at Naruto. Sakura proceeding to shout out loudly, "You're late!" Oh, I'm sorry. There's this old lady. She needed help crossing the street, so I decided to help her. And then I saw a black cat, so I took the long way around. Kuneko's eyes proceeded to twitch at the cat mention as she proceeded to say, "You saw a black cat and then you went all the way around the village." Yep. Issei proceeded to scowl. That's one of the most biggest bullshit excuses that I've ever heard. How do you... Wait a minute. Where the hell were you? We were waiting for several hours by now. Well, I just said it. The bomber proceeded to scowl. So you were just walking around? Pretty much. Sakura proceeded to have a tick mark upon her head, proceeding to glare. We got up at 6 o'clock, almost 5, just to wait here for several hours, almost midday, and that's when he tried to arrive? Not early, but several hours late. Yep. Keep it proceeding aside. I thought it was at least going to be a little bit more tidy. Sasuke proceeding to finally turn. His attention now being, caught. Well, since you all are here, he proceeded to pull out, 6 bells and proceeded to dangle them right in front of them. Let's get on to our test. Each of them becoming alert and serious. The blonde proceeded to realize there's 6 bells. The blonde proceeded to look at all of them. He proceeded to count Sasuke and Sakura along with himself and the rest of the group. That was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Over 10 people. The blonde proceeded to pause and stopped counting his fingers, looking at the bells, then back at the fingers. Sakura proceeded to say, "That's not enough bells for all of us." Exactly, Kakashi simply says. All of them proceeded to pause, looking at each other and then looking back at Kakashi. "What do you mean by that?" Ryu simply says. "Well, to be more exact, you all will be doing a test, like I said. The bell test, to be more exactly. Each of you will come after me with the intent to kill to take these bells. No holding back, no pulling punches. Just come at you with the intent to kill to take these bells. And if you pass, well, you pass as a team. You pass. But if you fail to get these bells before noon," as Kakashi simply says, all of you will be sent back to the academy." Their eyes widened in shock as Sakura said, "You can't just do that. We graduated. We're shinobi." "I can't." "Actually, I can." He proceeded to put the bells on his hip and proceeded to say, "You are shinobi, but you're Genin. Not even official Genin. Until you pass, you're not official shinobi at all." The bomber proceeded to scowl. Keep it proceeding to say, "All right. But it's simple. We come take those bells." Ozzy proceeded to say, "But the real question is, who gets the bells?" Sasuke proceeded to watch Kakashi's eyes narrowed. All of them were now nervous, because if, well, they lose and they don't get the bells, they all go back. But if they win and get the bells, well, some of them are going back anyways. Why does this feel like a lose-lose situation? Naruto says, saying quietly. Issei proceeded to nod. Yeah, this feels like a trick question. You have until noon. And that would be 1 o'clock. All right. 3, 2, 1. Scatter. Immediately they all scattered. Except for one. Naruto. Kakashi slipped aside. It looks like Hokage-sama was right about this one. Bold and straight up and headstrong. Just like his mother. He proceeded to pull out each of Paradise, reading the third and second volume, and proceeding to open it up. The boy proceeded to looking at Kakashi. So, you guys gonna read that book while I'm standing right in front of you? Yes, exactly. All your other teammates seemingly got the memo of, scattering. But, you didn't, Blondie. Why is that? Because unlike all of them, I'm gonna kick your butt. The blonde proceeded to shout out loudly. Because, you wanna know why? I'm gonna become the next Hokage. And I'm not gonna let you or anyone stop me from becoming that. So put him up. I'm gonna give you a real ninja fight. Kakashi proceeded to look at the blonde. Then proceeded to process what he said, and then ignore. Did he just ignore me? Everyone who was within their hiding spots proceeded this withdrawal. He's just boasting, Sakura Super says. Ajay proceeded to say he's confident. At least has to give him that point. And idiotic, Sakura simply added on. Ajay proceeded to pout. That's true, but he has it in spades. The blonde proceeded to scowl. And if you won't notice me, then fine. I'll come to you. He proceeded to move forward towards Kakashi. Kakashi proceeded to watch as from the corner of his eye, the blonde proceeded to throw a punch. The nin proceeded to dodge. The blonde proceeded to go with a kick. He proceeded to reappear behind him. And then calmly still reading the book. Huh? Why you? He proceeded to try to punch him once again, and then he was gone. Huh? Where did he? Don't let your opponent get behind you. Shinobi Tactics 101. Huh? He proceeded to look, turning his head slowly. Kakashi had his fingers in a tiger hand seal? Secret hidden leaf jutsu, as Kakashi proceeded to shout out. 1,000 years of death! He proceeded to shove his fingers up the boy's rear as the blonde proceeded to feel Spike. Within a second, he was launched into the air, flying, as he proceeded to shout out in pain, and proceeding to fly right into the river within the training ground. Being submerged for a while. Everyone proceeded to watch as Sasuke proceeded to scowl. This is what I have to work with, as Uchiha proceeded to think. Pathetic. Issei proceeded to say, well, I would say that's a really good technique, but why did it have to be used on him? But then yet again, I feel bad, Naruto, bro. Man, little bro got launched. He proceeded to look towards where Naruto was, then looked back. Yeah, that was embarrassing. But 1,000 years of death, huh? He said proceeding to put his hand to the tiger's ear also. Then he proceeded to have a perverted grin. This could be useful. You like that jutsu, huh? Huh? Before you knew it, Kakashi was already behind him. You can join him too. Wait, what? Before the brown chest hair boy knew it, he was also flying towards the water, screaming as he splashed right along to. Everyone proceeded to watch as the chestnut was splashed within the body of water. Reese proceeded to blink. Okay. That is 2 of our members down. She proceeded to turn towards Akano. They proceeded to nod, understanding. This was actually serious. So, Kakashi proceeded to watch the 2. He proceeded to notice, okay, these 2 are a very quite tight group. Should probably pick out the weaker members first. He proceeded to vanish silently as going to the weakest member. Sakura and Ozzy proceeded to look around. Ozzy proceeded to say, maybe we should find the others. Okay. Yeah, that's the plan, Sakura says. But first, we find Sasuke. If we find Sasuke, then we can get things done. She proceeded to have a, blissful look on her face. And Sasuke saved us all. Are you sure? Because Kakashi-sensei is a joning after all. Sakura proceeded to pause. She had proceeded to remind herself, Sasuke was a Genin, yes. But it was her Sasuke. He could do anything. But then she had to remember, Kakashi was also a joning, a ninja with several years of experience, of fights, of none other, and jutsus. Probably a lot. Only if she knew. She proceeded to say, the likelihood of Sasuke winning, and I had to be the one to say it, is very low, I admit. But we'll have a better chance if we get Sasuke than the others. She proceeded to pause and look around. Now I think about it, where are the others? I can't hear anything. Ozzy proceeded to nod. That's right, it's really quiet. The 2 girls proceeded to feel nervous. Something about this quietness was off. Then they heard a voice, Sakura. Sakura turned immediately, recognizing the voice, Sasuke! Her eyes widened in horror. Sasuke? The Uchiha was, quite literally a living pincushion. Sakura, you have to help me. Arjun proceeded to immediately react. Sasuke, are you? Help me. She saw the rest of her friends. Kiba and Hakano, you have to help us. The 2 proceeded to immediately freak out, screaming as, not long, they also, fell unconscious. Wow. Yeah, Kakashi proceeded to looking at them as he canceled his genjutsu. That was really simple. He proceeded to realize that he has a lot of work to do if these guys are gonna pass, especially these 2. He proceeded to sigh and rubbing his headband and proceeded to really rub it. Right. Okay. Let's see the others. He proceeded to vanish and proceeded to go looking for the others. Irina and Zenobia were simple enough. They wouldn't go down with a simple illusion. No. They're far more experienced than that. They but it did take long to take them down. Each one had their own weaknesses. The two swords wielders, they went down pretty quickly. They went down due to, once they got the lack of their weapons in their hands, they were quite easy to take down. Short combat, hand-to-hand combat was needed for them. Kiba was probably one of the better rounded ones. It took a little while to take him down also. But it didn't take a while. It didn't take long. All the rest went down. Isaiah was already taken down. But the real ones that really probably we would do real big trouble would be the big ones. Akano, Rias, and Kaneko. Those three were intelligent, smart, and they had a little bit of raw power on their side also. A simple illusion wouldn't be enough, and simple D-ring jutsus won't be either. So I decided to try something else new. I started doing hand signs. And proceed to chant quietly, Earth style, Earth burial. He proceeded to send chakra to the ground, as the ground proceeded to shift underneath him. Not long as they continued walking, the three proceeded to feel the ground shift. What was that? And before they knew it, the three proceeded to be consumed by stone. The creature shouted out in panic and then consumed in a stone box of earth and rock. Okay, that didn't take much. There's several dozen layers of dirt and rock. That might take them a while, but at least that's dealt with. Now for the Uchiha. He went looking for Sasuke. And the Uchiha, he was definitely one of the better ones, just like the girls. Didn't take long to put him down to either. He went down pretty quickly. As Kakashi proceeded looking over everything, each and one of his proteges all had a blaring weakness of their own. But then he sees in the corner of his eye Naruto trying to attempt to sneak food. Huh. Look at that. I knew someone was going to fall for the trap. Who knew it was going to be the blonde knucklehead himself? Kakashi just simply thought, nah, he already knew. The blonde proceeded to walk over, looking around. Oh yeah. This is what he's lived for. He proceeded to sneak closer, seeing the food. This right here. He took a bento, proceeding to get ready. All right. Putting his hand together, ready to eat. Yeah. As he really opened the bento, immediately his leg proceeded to get snatched up. As he proceeded to cry out, as then being hanged upside down. The blonde proceeded to go there for several moments, as he proceeded to blink. Oh, come on. Kakashi proceeded to appear right in front of him, proceeding to say, I thought you would do that. That's a sneaky trap, Sensei. Kakashi simply shake his head, and you fell for it. The blonde proceeded across his arms, proceeding to scowl. Of course. You laid out a trap for me. How heroic. And then the alarm went off. 1. They had a whole full-on hour and a half, and they failed. Almost 2. A few minutes later, after gathering them all, the 2 that were tied up to the logs were Naruto and Issei. The 2 proceeded to struggle against the restraints and proceeded to say, "Alright, because some of you didn't do half bad, I guess you'll be given a second chance. They will restart it again." Then Kakashi proceeded to look more seriously. "But if anyone here feeds those 2, you all fail. And a worse punishment will be given to those who do. Got it?" They all proceeded to nod. "Alright, happy eating," as the joiner proceeded to disappear into a shunshin. The blonde proceeded to scowl. "Oh, come on. I can't even eat anything now? Oh man, I should have ate food earlier. When I didn't get caught." Issei proceeded to struggle, trying to free himself from the bonds. But they were too tight. He proceeded to sigh as his stomach proceeded to grumble. "I'm so hungry. I wish I didn't skip breakfast." "You're telling me," the blonde says. The others started to open their own bento, started to eat. The blonde proceeded to look over. Issei proceeded to scowl. "This is the worst. Oh, they're so cooked." And then this is when Sasuke looked up his own bento and proceeded to say, "Here. Huh? What are you doing?" Duchamp proceeded to look annoyed but embarrassed. "I'm giving you food, idiot." Huh? Sakura proceeded to say, "What are you doing, Sasuke? We can't feed them." "We need all hands on deck. I have to admit, I wasn't strong enough to take him on." He said, Johnny crying out loud. "I don't think any of us here has the raw firepower to take him on head to head." Reese proceeded to scowl. "Yeah, sadly, even my own power of destruction wasn't enough. He's too versatile, having too many jutsus." She proceeded to say, proceeding to cross her arms, "Way too versatile." Kiba proceeded to say, "He's a good hand-to-hand fighter, and a good blade wielder too." Arena and Zenobia proceeded to nod. "Exactly. So if anything, we're going to need numbers." Each of them proceeded to get ready to feed their own teammates. As Issei proceeded to say, "You guys, you're the best team I could ever ask for. Isn't that right, Naruto?" The blonde proceeded to smile. "You're bloody right. Believe it." He proceeded to open his mouth ready to take one of the bentos, but then Kakashi appeared. The sky darkened, and then the Jonin proceeded to glare. "You!" All proceeded to freeze, panicked. "You pass." Everything proceeded to clear up. All of them proceeded to look confused. "Huh? You pass. What the hell's going on?" He says, being more flabbergasted and confused than terrified. "What do you mean we pass?" Akuma Super says. "You pass. You decided to take the risk upon sharing your food with your teammate and going against the rules I set out for you. You pass because of that." Each of them looked at each other and looked back. Soccer proceeded started to slowly put it all together. Wait, so we were never meant to win at all? Kakashi simply shook his head. Not at all. No. This was a team exercise. Teamwork. Issei proceeded to scowl, proceeded to look. Really? A team? Like teamwork? Are we kidding me? You said you're going to send us back to the academy. Yes. And that was very true. But you all passed. I don't get it, the blonde simply says. As he proceeded to ask, we passed, but how? Simple. As Kakashi proceeded to simply say, you decided to go against the rules. Now, if a shinobi goes against the rules, they are trash. As all of them proceeded, they looking more annoyed. But those who betray their friends on top of that, are worse than trash. All of them proceeded to blink, looking at each other and looking back at Kakashi. It's simple. The shinobi world is built upon trust and lies and secrets and so much more. And rules keep us all in line. But yet, what really keeps us all together and keeps us all alive is camaraderie. No matter what, no matter how strong you are, you're always going to need a team. You're always going to need someone that can have your back. Because on your own, you won't make it far in this world. That's why it's so important. Those who break the rules are trash. But those who betray their friends are worse than trash. The blonde proceeded to smile, then proceeded to realize, I can understand that one. Yeah. Soccer proceeded to smile. I guess that makes sense. Riz proceeded to understand, proceeded to smile also. So, teamwork. That was it, huh? Exactly. Now, as Takashi proceeded to smile underneath his mask. Congratulations, Team 7. You're officially Konoha getting. They all proceeded to celebrate, laughing as the blonde proceeded to grin. We actually did it. We're actually shinobi. Issei proceeded to grin. All right. But, can we get out of here now? Oh, yeah. Well, we have a lot of training to do, Team 7. Meet me back here early tomorrow morning. You're not going to be late, are you? Ozzy simply asked. No. That sounds like a bold-faced lie, Arena simply says. I would never. He's lying, Zenobia simply says. You can tell on his face. It's right there. All of them proceed to scout, looking at each other and looking back. Now. We're all a team now. And we're in this together. All the way through. Kakashi turned around, proceeding to leave. The others proceeded to get up and follow. Hey, you forgot to untie us. Naruto said, hey, don't leave us behind. Don't leave us back here. Get back. As Issei proceeded to shout. Guys, come on. Untie me. Untie us. As the two proceeded to scream. Several months later, at least 6. Another bright day, another grueling training. Or was it training at all? I see the target. Do you? I see it. 90 degrees onto the right. What does the proceeding say? Speaking through communication devices. You have your sights on the target? We do. Alright. Now! Immediately, several blurs proceeding to move. The target perceiving their notice, immediately starting to run. Running fast. As the target is proceeding to say, it's heading down Main Street. After it. They proceeded to blur, jumping from rooftop to rooftop quickly. As each proceeded to run. Don't let it get away. One blur proceeded to move forward quickly as they tried to grab the target, but the target proceeded to slip by. Fast, agile. They proceeded to corner as to say, hey, where is... Don't worry, I got it. As before they knew it, the target's eyes widened, turning around to see a blonde, blue-eyed whiskered boy grabbing it. Ha ha ha! Gotcha! The target was a cat. The daimyo's cat, Tora. The cat proceeded to thrash. Then the blonde proceeded to grin. See? That wasn't so hard. The cat turned towards the blonde, then jumping upon his face, scratching it. Hey, get off! A few minutes later, within the Hage office, the blonde proceeded to scowl, having scratches all over his face. Ozzy proceeded to use her sacred gear to heal his face. Alright. As the cat was returned back to the daimyo's wife. Oh, my sweet Tora. You're back in mommy's arms finally. As the daimyo's wife proceeded to turn towards the leave, the blonde proceeded to scowl. That is the 8th time this month that cat has gone free. Issei proceeded to rub his own face, having scratches on his own face also. No kidding. That damn feeling needs to get neutered. Kaneko proceeded in the elbow and went side. As the boy proceeded, went, ow, not you. Don't talk about cats like that when you're around me. Sorry. Sorry. He proceeded to turn, looking back forward. But, she proceeded to turn her glare towards him. No, never mind. I'm not saying anything. Well, you can do some more. We have some more missions, as Hiroka says. We have walking the dogs, the Inuzuka dogs, cleaning the show those kitchens. The barber seemed to scowl, hearing more of these D-rank missions. They were actually chores. Or, no, Tora! As the daimyo's wife proceeded to say, catching Tora again. No, the boss had shouted. No. No. Oh, no. Hell no. I'm not doing that. Everyone proceeded to turn towards Riz proceeded to slap the boy upon the back of the head. Have some respect to who you're talking to. Why'd you do that? The bomb proceeded to say, Ben proceeded to I am not doing that. Soccer proceeded to scowl. Hey, idiot. Watch who you're talking to. Rusen proceeded to say, okay, then what do you want then? Old man, you know what I want. I want a real ninja mission. Iruka proceeded to scowl. Naruto, you're getting. This is what you need to do. Help around the village. No. I'm a shinobi. I'm supposed to do shinobi jobs. Exactly what I mean. This is no shinobi job. This is useless. How am I supposed to be? I want to train to become stronger. become the greatest ninja of all and become Hokage. I can't do that while I'm doing this. This is embarrassing. I will not be the laughingstock of the village. No more. I demand a real ninja mission. Issei proceeded to say, yeah! Being jacked by Akuno. Now, relax, you two. The two proceeded to smoke as... Ugh. Ow. Naruto, Issei. This is... Alright then, Astros says, Hokage-sama. Hiruzen proceeded to his hand, then to quiet down Naruto. I'll give you a C-rank mission. He proceeded to a C-rank scroll. It's a wave. It's to a country of wave. It's a bridge builder. He needs you to help him escort himself to the country of wave. There, you will help him finish his bridge. The blonde proceeded to blink once, twice. Really? An actual ninja mission. It's not saving princesses or anything like that. Taking on bad guys, but hey, it's better than anything else. The Uchiha proceeded to smirk. Finally, something useful for once, as he simply said. Sakura proceeded to say, I guess so, if everything's going that way. Ajay proceeded to say, it's not, I didn't think the D-rank mission was that bad. Keeper proceeded to say, it has been a while since we've been out. I could use some improvements on my swordsmanship, I'm not gonna lie. But I haven't been on the field for a while. Reyes proceeded to understand, nodding. And I will take this as an example to do so also. Then we'll take it. Kakashi proceeded to sigh. Very well then. We'll take Okage-sama. As Hiruzen proceeded to nod, looking at Shinobi. Go get him. Shinobi proceeded to nod, going out. They're coming back with a man that was drinking a cup of sake. He was grizzly. Had a traveler's hat. And proceeded to enter, scowl, then look at the team that was given to him. Huh? What are these meddling kids gonna do? I asked for shinobi, not toddlers. And what's the funky looking blonde doing? And the short rat? And what's up with your hair? Huh? What are you talking about? The blonde super says. Short. All of them proceeded to just stand next to Naruto. The blonde proceeded to look, seeing that he was actually the shortest. A little shorter. Shorter, even shorter than Asuya. Well, not shorter than Kaneko. But clearly he wasn't talking to her. The blonde proceeded to scowl. Hey, who are you calling short? Issei proceeded to blink. Was he talking to me? Who else were they talking to, kid? Yeah, you. What's up with your hair? Why does it sound like that? This is a perfectly fine way to style my hair. And look at you, old man. He proceeded to get annoyed also. The two ready to go up and teach this man a lesson. Kakashi proceeded to hold the two back. Now, let's not attack our client. Kakashi-sensei, he called me short. And he made fun of my hairstyle. He's gotta pay. Oh, Kami, help me. As Kakashi simply thought. Tazuna, this is your escorts. I asked for ninjas, not toddlers. This is all you give us to fund. You either take it or leave, Hiruzen says. Fine. I'll take it. I'm the bridge builder to Zuna. I need you to escort me back to my home country of Wave. It's a several-day trip. So you better get all your stuff ready. Huh. Yeah. The bomb super says they all proceed to head out, ready to leave. But this is my first ninja mission, so better than anything else. A few minutes later, at the front gate of the leave, each of them proceeding to get ready, gathering, having all their stuff. The bomb finally arrived, grinning. So I have everything I need. Start with some ramen, spare clothes, and my special edition golden cup ramen. Deluxe edition golden cup of ramen. You can see the smile happily. It's my pride and joy. Reed proceeded to sing the ramen. Is ramen all you eat? We've been living together, and you've only been eating ramen. Of course. She proceeded to sigh. You never eat the food we give you, because you all give me vegetables. The bomb proceeded to say, no offense. They're nice and cooked, but I don't like it. No wonder you're so short. Who are you calling short? The blonde said, looking at Issei. Yeah, I'm just saying, you eat ramen all the time. Hey. Whatever you say. Perv. Hey. I'm not a perv. I'm a mega perv. He proceeded to grin happily. Kakashi says, all right, settle down, all of y'all. He looked up to Kakashi looking at Tsuzune. Are we ready? All of them proceeded to nod. The Uchiha proceeded to walk forward, all of them readying up as they also started to head out. And we're off, the blonde simply grinned. Each of them taking a few steps. The blonde proceeded to look around, dashing one side to the other, grinning. Come on, give me something good. Sakura proceeded to look at the blonde, looking more annoyed. What are you doing? I'm doing a stakeout. That's not how you do a stakeout, as Kiba Super says. It's not? He shook his head no. Yeah. My bad, I guess. The blonde proceeded to grin. But I have to admit, this is better than anything else. Then he turned towards... He looked around and Sasuke proceeded to continue to walk. Watching his teammate, he was making a fool out of himself. Quite literally. What type of goofball would do this? The Uchiha watched the blonde and grew back and forth like an idiot. He simply rolled his eyes. The idiot was doing idiotic stuff as usual. The blonde proceeded to continue going back and forth, grinning. The blonde paused and stopped. Then he continued moving forward. They proceeded past a puddle. Kakashi found out strange. It hadn't rained in days. Sasuke immediately noticed. Kiba found it suspicious. Akano and Rias already found it intriguing. And they were all just now doing it. The Uchiha proceeded to look, watching the puddle closely. That puddle was off. Clearly off. Very off. Before they all knew it, something jumped out from the puddle. Someone. 2 men dressed in gray, having gauntlets like claws, and they were chains linked. The first rushed forward, attacking Kakashi. As Kakashi proceeded to be wrapped up within the chains and then torn apart. All their eyes widened in shock seeing this. Reese immediately shouted, "Formations now!" All of them proceeded to make formations. The next one of the men proceeded to leap forward, rushing towards Tsuzuna. Sasuke immediately reacted. He proceeded to appear right in front of Sakura, who was protecting Tsuzuna. Ozzy proceeded to say, "Look out!" as she proceeded next to Sakura. The Uchiha proceeded Itachi's first attack from the man, and then counteract the second one. The blonde proceeded, eyes widen, crap! But he couldn't move. What was this feeling? Was it fear? The blonde saw the other one. He was rushing straight for him. His eyes widened. Oh crap. Issei proceeded to react. "Get down!" as he shouted, proceeding to rush forward. But before anything could happen, Kakashi reappeared, snagging both of them down. "Good job, team. Y'all did very well." Huh? All of them proceeded to blink. Kakashi-sensei, Sakura says, You're alive." "Of course." Kakashi turned to Sasuke. "Good job, Sasuke." The Uchiha proceeded to nod. No, the blonde proceeded to blink once, twice. I froze. Issei proceeded to rub his back. "Hey man, don't push yourself too hard. Happened to me in my first conflict." The blonde took a scowl. I froze. The Uchiha proceeded to turn towards the blonde, looking at them, smirking. "Hey, huh? Yeah? What? You're not hurt, are you? You scaredy cat." "Sasuke, you son of a..." Before he could say anything else, Kakashi said, "Naruto, huh? You alright there?" Yeah, I'm fine. It seems like you got nicked." The blonde proceeded to look down, looking at his hand and, yeah. Seemingly, he did get nicked. I'll be fine. Then he proceeded to look. Sasuke was still smirking. And then he scowled. "The weapons were laced with poison," Rias says. Proceeding to examine the weapons of the two men. They are the demon brothers. As Kakashi simply says. So that means they have quite high poison. Sakura proceeds to say, "You might want to remove that poison." She proceeded to look at Naruto worried. The blonde proceeded to pull out a kunai. As he simply scowled and proceeded to stab the kunai into his hand. All of them proceeded to blink in shock. "What are you doing?" Sakura simply shouted. "I swear, on this blood, on this wound right here, I'll never freeze again. Ever. I refuse. And I'll never do that again. And I swear it. Until I become Hokage. Believe it!" as the blonde shouted. Kakashi proceeded to blink. And then proceeded to say, "Well, that's one way of putting it. But also, you're going to die of blood loss if you don't wrap that up." He proceeded to turn towards looking down. Ozzy proceeded to say, "Let me help you." She was taking his hand already. Kakashi proceeded to look over, seeing how Ozzy's sacred gear was already working. He still couldn't get how the fact that these other kids from another dimension had these abilities. And so did Naruto, seemingly. Or seemingly he inherited from Issei, supposedly. Seeing how the blonde, but then noticed something off. As Ozzy proceeded to heal his wound, the wound was already healing on its own, rapidly. A faint orange-like line was closing it. His eyes narrowed. So his tenant's already doing the work. Huh. Should watch out for that one. Gosh, Sensei, you're staring. Yeah, fine. Ozzy proceeded to finish. She proceeded to rack up his hand up and proceeded to say, that didn't take very long. That was actually a lot faster than I thought it would be. Well, I have never really had the guy sick before, so he proceeded to chuckle. Riz proceeded to raise an eyebrow. Oh, right. Never had. Each of them proceeded. As they were all ready to once again start, Kakashi said, but the funny thing about that, he turned to Tazuna. Mr. Tazuna, I have one question for you. Why were two B-ranked rogue shinobi coming after you? Tazuna proceeded to look nervous, shifting upon his feet. I would not know. Strange. Very strange. For the fact that two B-rank shinobi from the hidden water village would come after you. Hidden mist. He proceeded aside and turned. I have two theories. Either one, this mission right here is in a C rank, or two, you have